Good morning everyone. It is a beautiful, beautiful spring morning today and I am heading down to London. I am not at home and I'm checking the temperature because I've got full-blown tights on. Oh goodness me, that is warm, isn't it? It's because it's sunny now, isn't it? I'm not going to take my coat. I'll just freeze. It'll be one of those days where I learn a very hard, valuable lesson. My outfit of the day is, you can see, I'm wearing my House of Brewer wool shirt dress, an Intimissimi roll neck. I've got brown, flashing my knickers, brown boots on, brown bag, brown belt, and I'm wearing Jo Malone Wild Bluebell. It is glorious today. I've got meetings in London. I am heading for a meeting at the BBC and a meeting with Rehab Hair, which is very exciting to see the girls after all of their exciting launches. Sad not to be in the garden today though, that's a given, but regardless, I'm going to grab my phone and I'm going to jump in the taxi and head to London for the day. It's lovely to be going to London when it's sunny because it was very rainy the last time I went. Morning.
Good morning, you alright?
Yeah, you?
I'm fine.
We have the morning Starbucks, good to go. Now everyone always gets very upset about the fact that we come to Starbucks. Now if you can find me an independent coffee chain anywhere really close to the train station, I need good coffee, and in all honesty finding consistent good coffee that you know what you're going to get is actually very, very difficult in this neck of the woods. I think in London you're very lucky. Very, very lucky, but here, not so lucky.
Plus the staff here are lovely.
The staff here are lovely. Yeah, that is actually such a fantastic point.
They always tell you you look lovely. They know I think they know our name.
Yeah.
They know my name.
Yeah, and they also remember my order.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Like, I think it's the people that work for it that are just absolutely lovely. You're so right in that, Carrie. So I'm going to enjoy my Starbucks on that note. I wonder what you were doing then.
I was gonna. You know what I'm like? It's like, I just want to be kind of like.
Carrie has very kindly just let me know that both of my meetings today are in the same place, which means I don't have to run around London at all, but we are heading down all of the back streets. This is fantastic. We're like ducking and diving, but we are going to Kettner's, which I haven't been to Kettner's for such a long time. It's part of Soho Group, isn't it? This is so lovely, honestly. Thank you so much. This is such a... Yeah. Well, I have finished up my meetings for the day and it was such a lovely day. Honestly, meeting the owners of Rehab is so wonderful because one of the ladies that actually started the brand, I worked with way back in the day when I didn't even have management, when Carrie wasn't on board. She was working for a brand, and it's like she's then worked with me with Carrie, she's worked with me with Charlotte, and so we've all been through these different stages of our career, and now she owns an incredible brand that is just doing such incredible things. They've just launched in H Beauty, they are in Selfridges, they are in Boots, and what I love is that it's just such a wonderful brand with products that like speak for themselves. And one of the things I said to the girls is that I always know when a brand is going to do amazing things because my friends always obviously come around to my house and they get to try beauty products and they get to take beauty products home with them, and one of the ones that people always ask for is Rehab. And there's only ever been a few brands that create that much of a buzz that people are like, I need to try it, I need to try it, I want to hear more about it, Lydia. And so it's very, very exciting. So just chatting with them, we were honestly howling, having a whale of a time, and then had a lovely meeting with the girls from BBC Studios, which was just such a great sort of thought-provoking meeting, discussing different bits and pieces that we could potentially do together. And now I am heading across London because I asked for a bag from Ali for Valentine's Day, and we went in a different direction because then I saw the little, what's it called, the little garden cart, but I still want to go and see the bag because I haven't actually seen it in person. So I'm going to head to Erdem, which they have the most beautiful boutique on South Audley Street, and I kind of want to see the new collection, although I'm probably dicing with death here because it is London Fashion Week at the moment. But I'm going to go and have a look around and see what they're offering and see this bag because it's called the Bloom bag, and they have this really beautiful, like, I was fascinated by people that are shouting in London. It's such a bizarre experience when you don't live here. I love this bag. I love it. It's got this like cute little mini version, and I was toying with getting it in pink, but I think I like the idea of it in the ivory, and it's sold out on My Teresa, so I'm gonna go and see it in person anyway because I don't want to buy a bag that I've never even seen, so I'm gonna go and check it out. London is so noisy, honestly, it just blows my mind. I find it so overstimulating when I'm here. But yeah, I'm gonna head to Erdem, have a look around. It's also such a lovely place to go and shop, by the way, South Audley Street. There's so many good brands there. Purdy is there, Monique Lullier is there, Erdem is there, Berta Bridal is there. There's many, but it's probably going to be quite, I don't know, probably a little bit intense because it's London Fashion Week, but I don't care. I'm going to go shopping. Now, I always find that coming into store, you get the newest items before anyone else. So I'm going to go in and have a look at what this season is offering. It's such a gorgeous store. Okay, you aren't going to believe this, but I've just walked into the store and Erdem is here himself. And I almost fainted. I haven't let him know or anything, but he was literally downstairs and I was like, oh my god. I looked at the sales associate and I was like, so not cool. But this is the bag that I've come to see. This is the Bloom bag and this is the mini. So I'd say it's very similar in size to the mini Kelly. But this is a work of art. This beautiful tulip. Oh my gosh. See my bra, but I actually just met him and had a chat and I even got a photo with him. Oh my goodness, I'm absolutely fangirling right now, but because he told me I look nice in this set, I'm obviously having this skirt tailored and the jacket as well. I really love this print. I feel like this is just so wearable. It's so delicate. But yeah, what a day. Sorry that you can see my bra. This is not how I intended this to go. I'm a little bit hectic right now, but I still have these two because I've seen this one online, but I don't know if I want the skirt or I want the dress as well. Who knows? We'll find out. But just to show you the Bloom bag, oh my goodness, this is just a work of art. I came in for this, but I don't know if I can justify both. It is so special. Apparently this metalwork was done in Italy, and look at the size. If you're looking for a mini Kelly-esque, but from one of the most beautiful brands, this is it. This is an evergreen girl's dream. It's so pretty and definitely holds a lot as well. And it has a crossbody strap. It is just exquisite. Oh, I want both. I want it all. I don't know if I can justify it all. Oh my goodness, this skirt. I actually think I might go for the skirt instead of the dress because I would probably put a white shirt with this that's a bit more structured to give it a different feel. I love that it goes with the brown boots as well, like with the brown accessories. I love this. It still works really well. Feels very evergreen girly. Yeah, I like this too. Oh my goodness, that was the most surreal moment of my life, I think. The girls are always so lovely in Erdem, but it was kind of a bit of a like impulse thing. I thought, I'm going into London, I want to have a look at this bag. I didn't buy the bag in the end. I think I'm gonna wait and see if it's possible for a birthday gift, but I did end up buying the suit that I was wearing when I met Erdem because I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe it. It's just one of those moments where you get to meet someone and you're like, Oh my gosh, and he's exactly as I thought he would be as well. Just such a like calm, soft energy, and he's just obviously off the back of his show, and oh my gosh. But yes, I'm heading to Euston now, so I will update you when I get home. Well, I have to say, arriving home to bangers and mash, prepared by my husband, followed by American style pancakes, is definitely something that I could get on board with.
Film with me, my fishnet. It's nearly 10 p.m.
He's off duty.
Oh, keep filming that.
Livid.
Secret uniform.
Yes, sorry, I actually spoke to you in my car on the way back to Euston, and I don't know whether you noticed, but I was completely going out of focus, trying frantically to get myself to go back into focus, because I was doing the thing that makes me most uncomfortable, which was vlogging around somebody else. And there is nothing worse than you getting out your camera to vlog and then it going wrong, and you having to be like, oh goodness me, this is not this, because you're in full-blown conversation mode with yourself, with someone else in the car. The awkwardness is off the charts. And so I was probably babbling on about something that made absolutely zero sense, but that was such an unreal experience. And
Taxi drive or?
no, being in Erdem and then actually meeting Erdem. And I have to show you what I bought. I actually didn't buy the Bloom bag, just because I don't know why. I don't have a reason. I bought so many other things. I feel like I didn't need a white bag.
It's going to be a big flip.
Oh, am I allowed to film you now?
Oh, well, yeah, right now. But watch out, if this goes wrong, you're getting hot. Ready? Whee!
Oh, they smell incredible. But yes, I will unbox the things that I picked up from Erdem. But I have to say, the jacket that I showed you, I feel like I've purchased the right thing instead of me purchasing something from the Barber collaboration, because that's a piece that I'll wear a lot more, I think, because I'll always choose my classic Barber over, you know, anything with a specific design on it, because the classic Barber is the classic Barber. But that safari jacket, it's like a Norfolk sort of safari jacket.
Is it a Norfolk or safari?
Well, I don't know. You'll have to tell me. It's the one
I belt around the front.
Yes.
Okay, sounds like a Norfolk.
And I think it gives me complete like Erin Lauder vibes. That with a pair of jeans and some ballet flats and a cute bag. But then I was gifted something when I went to buy my bits and bobs, which was just so sweet. Honestly, I've made such an idiot out of myself in there though. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the best day ever. The girls were like, oh, it was very sweet that you were able to meet you. I was like, I don't think you understand. This is like, I realized when I tagged them that I have been buying and publicly loving Erdem since 2018. I've been a loving customer and public lover of the brand. So very, very happy about that. Anyway, I'm gonna have some pancakes, and then I think tomorrow morning.
You know what, it's really difficult to identify whether that is, because typically a Norfolk jacket, from my understanding,
Yeah.
down here,
Yeah.
you can show them as I'm doing it.
Oh, okay.
No, like you can show you. You can show you.
Oh, okay. So
you copy me like
so
this. Down here,
down here,
you have two lines
yeah,
that are intersected.
that are intersected.
Is that the word? Or intercepted?
Intercepted.
With a belt. Norfolk jacket.
Yeah.
Still got the pockets on
Yeah.
the front. And a safari has a belt, has the 4 pockets, doesn't have the 2 lines that run down the front. That's typically what distinguishes the two as like obvious things to identify. However, on a quick Google, it did say that there are some Norfolk jackets, from what I can see, they're calling them Norfolk, brands are, that don't have the 2 lines down the front. Bit confusing. I think that they should have 2 lines down the front for a Norfolk.
So does mine have 2 lines on the
No,
front?
yours Safari.
Safari.
But it's strange because it's got
Tabs.
on the cuffs, which obviously it's a designer, isn't it? So would make sense because they don't do things by the book. They're designers.
Right.
They don't do textbook, do they?
Okay. So anyway, I'll try on the bits and bobs that I picked up with you tomorrow and how I intend to style them, because I think that that's something I want to do more as well. Like when I buy something, show you how I intend to style it as well, especially when I'm spending more money on things, because I looked at these items and I was like, oh yeah, I can see these fitting into my wardrobe really nicely. Anyway, enough yabbering. Let's get some maple syrup on my pancakes. This is your first move into American pancakes.
Yeah, me and James were talking actually. James was like, European pancakes, like we think like, yeah, we do pancakes. Americans do pancakes all the time. They definitely do better pancakes. Like if anyone's going to know pancakes, it's going to be an American or a Canadian. Not like our pancakes are like cold before they hit your mouth because they're so thin.
Yeah, they're crepes.
Are they? Although the French do a bloody good one, don't they? And they bring it mad with
Crêpe Suzette. Sorry, Barclay. Beautiful sunny views this morning, and we are walking the boys to the village church because it's usually quite a lovely spectacle at this time of year. At the moment you can see that the sheep are munching their way through the turnip fields, but what we have heard this morning, we haven't gone across the fields because it's been very, very muddy, but you can hear that some of the first lambs have already been born, which is incredibly exciting. Sorry, there was someone coming down the road when I was telling you about the lambs, but Ali just came in and told me that there has actually been a mum and a lamb loose on the road sometimes at this time of the year when they start moving the sheep and the lambs around. You get some little escapees, and apparently they have been having a whale of a time. So, hi. That was a very, very wild day in London. Really good though, like such interesting meetings in London, and then ending things by meeting someone who I have been a fan of their work for, I could date it back to 2018, but I would hazard a guess that I was purchasing and loving the brand long before then. But yeah, just such an incredible experience, and he was so sweet and so soft-natured, and it was just so kind of him to like even chat to me. Just wonderful. Today I thought I would get into the bits that I bought and also some of the bits that I picked up from the brands that I saw, and I'm in the process of psyching myself up for something, okay? I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I'm psyching myself up for something this evening. I'll see how I get on. I've also got a phone call with one of the owners of one of my favorite brands, and there is a clue right now in this shot. I'm jumping on the call in literally half an hour, so I thought we could unbox things because I've done a little bit of spring shopping too, obviously at Erdem and then at another brand, and then also I met with the incredible ladies at Rehab. And honestly, you know when you just like gel with the girls so much, and it's so funny, I mentioned it that I'd worked with one of the owners previously, well both of them, but directly kind of with one of them, like in the early days, like before I ever had management, and then she worked with me then when I had like a big management people, and then she's worked with me when I have had Carrie, and so it's been like this wonderful journey, and then she's transitioned into this incredible businesswoman. I mean, she was always incredible at her job, and she understands the industry so well. I think that's the difference that I see in both of the ladies behind the brand, is that they just both understand it so beautifully, and their approach to Rehab is so refreshing. They're not going like, oh, we only want to speak to like this customer, or we only want to speak to this customer. They're like, we actually think that we can speak to lots of different people from lots of different sectors with our brand. And I loved it because she said, we're the type of brand that says you can sit with us, kind of thing. And that really warmed my heart. And so, you know, when you get to know the ladies behind the brand, and then you love the brand as well. And I think that's the thing that just is the cherry on the cake for me. And you'll know, I don't know why my socks are in here, just pretend I didn't show that. But that's the thing that I love about working with brands, is I love getting to know them early on. You'll know from the very beginning of my career, when I discovered By Terry, I loved telling you about brands that you might not have heard of, or telling you what was good or anything like that. And so that's still a huge passion for me, working alongside a brand as they grow. Even the brand that I'm going to be speaking to later on the phone is a brand that I've worked with as they've grown, and that is really where my passions lie. So anyway, you'll know I'm a huge fan of the original Rehab hairbrush. I know that lots of people are huge fans of this. Sorry, it's got my hair in it. I've also got the mini one. This brush, you'll see it everywhere. Once you know about it, you'll see it everywhere. And one thing that is the biggest amount of feedback from it is the fact that mothers with daughters or children that they need to brush the hair of, this has changed their lives. It's made brushing their children's hair so much easier because it doesn't hurt, it doesn't pull, there's no tears. But also just in general, from whether you've got thick hair, whether you've got thin hair, it's so kind to your hair. And so they've released their new Vital Blow Dry brush, which has the same softness and delicateness of that brush, but in a blow dry brush, so you can really go for all of the volume. They also have, oh, I don't even know what's in here. This is their overnight, I've got another one of these. Honestly, I could have these in every single blooming bag. They're so good. But they've got their overnight oh my gosh, I have wanted to try these. These are the ones that you kind of go at the front and then clip them in like a bun. I have wanted to try these for so long. And then you put these little, I mean, it's a real test of your husband's love for you, because these are man repellers, but I haven't actually gone and bought them because I wasn't sure if with all of my waves these would work for me, but I'm gonna give these a big old whirl. Come in this little neoprene case, and I love the branding of Rehab as well. It's just so simplistic, minimalist and chic. We have so much in here. Their new hairspray, this is so good. This is a water gel. For me, this is such a better hold. So I love that. They've even got their own little silk hair bubbles, which these are my shade. They have the newest addition as well, is their lip oil, which is just glorious. The real USP about Rehab is the fact that their fragrances are almost like, it's almost like stepping into your favorite fragrance house, but for your hair. Their hairspray smells beautiful. You never get that synthetic hairspray scent with it. Then we've got their curly hair oil, which I will use in the summer. This is their matcha scalp oil, which I have not tried, or I think I have tried, I can't remember. The oiling comb, so this is what you would use alongside your matcha. Then the conditioner sheets, then we have the shampoo sheets, and then we have, ooh, the dry shampoo. I have not tried this. And we have a receipt for my taxi. I haven't tried this. Wow, so interesting in terms of packaging. And this is the thing, oh wow. So you go like this, oh wow. Look at that. They're so innovative with their packaging and their applicators that they're one of those brands that I feel like is disrupting the market. So I had to show you what I got. There's so many exciting things coming though. They're about to do even more beautiful and expand into different things, if that is even English. But I thought I would show you those. If you are traveling this spring, summer, maybe you're going short haul, maybe you're going long haul. If you want to save space, these are the things you're going to want. If you want to save space on your liquids, these are the things you're going to want. And I have to be honest, I put off trying these for such a long time. Let me tell you, they are so good. The shampoo sheets are just unbelievable. You don't compromise on the lathering, the foaming, nothing. It's unbelievable. So I thought I would show you those. And then I had to show you this because this got me really excited. Now, I was invited to the launch of these, but I couldn't go, sadly. And this is so exciting for By Terry. So you'll know, lifelong fan. I still use By Terry every single morning. I still use the Sunny Flash. This is a very, very snazzy launch for them. This is their new Rouge Opulent Red Couture in shade 9. Now this is a refillable lipstick from what I can see. Is it refillable? How do we refill it? Because you've got these ones as well. This is Rouge Opulent Spicy Kiss and Rouge Opulent Bare Velvet. And these are Hydra Youth Serum lipsticks in a sort of velvet cream texture. Well, I definitely think Bare Velvet is going to be a bit of me. So yes, these are refillable. So how does one get it out? Or I'm confused because this has got the shade on the bottom. I'm so confused by this. Does this, it does come out. Okay, not that difficult. Let's try Bare Velvet. It's quite dark. I got a little bit of lip balm on. Let me get a mirror. Oh, it's cute. Oh wow, this is so cute. It looks darker in the bullet, but it's actually got quite a... This is a very Lydia Millen by Terry shade. This is a very Lydia Millen wedding by Terry shade. Love that. Oh my gosh, and I love that it's refillable as well. And also, this feels so intentional. Like this to me, I love refillable things that feel like trinkets that would have lived on your dressing table back in the old days. So I had to tell you about that because I absolutely love by Terry and I always have done, and I was very sad not to make it to the event. I have 20 minutes till this call, so let's first of all get into what I picked up from Erdem. Now I genuinely almost passed out, but I was actually given a little gift. The skirt is being altered from Erdem. However, I could not believe it when I approached to pay. There is basically a new alphabet brooch at Erdem and you can buy your own little initial, and I just thought this on an ivory jumper, I mean even on this jumper it just elevates it so much, but it's so pretty, but it's like a mix of pearls and diamante. And I thought this is just a lovely addition, really lovely. And I was so grateful to have been gifted that because, you know, big fan over here. So then I bought 2 items, which you'll know the Erdem pieces in my wardrobe I wear and wear and wear. And the first item that I got, I feel like this is my step into the Erdem Barber realm. That is something that is going to withstand, in my opinion, withstand the test of time. In my wardrobe anyway. I just know that I'm not gonna wear it. I'm just gonna always go for the classic. My style is like that. I like the classics when it comes to those real hero pieces, which a Barber is. And I know that's probably the wrong thing to say because I should want to be commercial and I should want to make sure that you buy those things so that, you know, this, that and the other. But I also try my hardest to be a responsible shopper myself. And I looked at it and I was like, I want it, but I think there are ways to make my old Barber work for me now. However, when I saw this felt so like Erin Lauder vibes. This with a pair of jeans and a really nice crew neck underneath. This is going to be exactly what I want. The color is perfect and I love that the floral details are like knocked back, almost like a little bit subdued. I also got the skirt so that I can wear it alongside the skirt if I want to do the really sort of impactful look. But then I also got, I'm gonna try these on by the way, I will, I promise. Now I didn't think that I was going to love this skirt, but when I put it on, oh my gosh, this is a spring festive extravaganza and it's so beautiful because it's basically, I can't work out if they're pelargoniums or geraniums. In my head they're geraniums because I love geraniums, I love the scent, I love everything. But what I love about these tones is they're super muddy. So I can style this with my brown accessories and I could add a white shirt. I didn't go for the matching shirt because I liked the idea of this being the statement down here. Business down here, classic on the top. But also you could pop this with like, you know, green details as well to pick out the tones. I didn't expect to love this when I tried it on as much as I did. I really thought that it was going to be too girly, but the way that it went with my chocolate boots and my chocolate bag, it was unbelievable. So I got those from there. Now, this final little order is from, is it Doen? I'm gonna go with Doen. They sell on Net-a-Porter and I get served their ads quite a lot. And I went on there and I had a basket full and then I reined it back in and I was like, Lydia, want, don't need. Want, don't need. And there were 2 items that I ended up buying. Bizarrely, a pair of jeans. I liked the tone of the jeans, which was what interested me, but then also they had a beautiful, gosh, these are packaged so small. This completely stole my heart. Oh, you know how I love things that have animals and things like that embroidered into them, especially knitwear. When I saw this, you just know that I lost my friggin' marbles. Oh, it's even cuter in, I didn't realise it was on the back as well. This, draped over a beautiful, like, classic white dress, is going to be such a lovely spring edition. Oh, it's lined, so it's even more sort of warm. It's not just a light cardigan. This is almost like, we're almost talking jacket territory. Look, it's completely lined. Was not expecting that, but these are they Snowdrops or Lilies of the Valley? But this is from their heirloom collection, I believe, and I think they're Lilies of the Valley because there's like more clusters of them. But still, I just thought this was the perfect little shade of blue. This over the shoulders of a classic white dress. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Try everything on, I promise. I will try everything on. But the jeans were a wild card. I wasn't, you know, I feel like searching for jeans is quite a difficult thing, but I really liked the knocked back tone of these. What size did I go for? I must be mad buying jeans from America. I mean, I love the colour because it's like a muddy colour. They're very nice and high-waisted. I'm worried that these might be a little bit too small on the waist. And they're definitely too long. I'll need to have them taken out. I must be nuts because jeans are the hardest things to get in the right size, but the colour is what stole my heart. They just sort of looked a bit weathered, but not like a really bright blue. So I thought that that would be really easy to style with the things that I have in my wardrobe. Anyway, I'm gonna tidy these bits and bobs up, get myself set up for my call, which honestly I have no idea. Completely out of the blue, I have no idea what this is about. I'm probably not gonna be able to tell you what it's about. Not now, anyway. And I can't even tell you who I'm having the call with, so let's get on with it. Hello? We go way back. Oh, thank you so much. It's so lovely that that's appreciated, but really it's very easy when you make such lovely things. I like being a customer as well. I think it's that kind of thing, but there's scope to try things on different channels as well. Good to see you, take care, bye. Bye bye.
I'm hiding out in the garden at the moment and I'm with Bluebell. Bluebell appears to be going through her interesting cycle where she sort of loses a lot of her feathers, stops laying, and her red bits on the top of her head, they go quite pale. This is what we've learned that chickens do when they're going through their sort of season of not laying. And she just likes to come and join me for a drink of water. So whenever I'm in the greenhouse, she pops out and says hello and does her thing. She loves it.
Okay, whilst I've still got some time, I am going to quickly try on the pieces with you that are from my first spring shopping expedition. Okay, this is the jacket from Erdem. This is so Erin Lauder coded. It is gorgeous and I love the shape of it as well. I think ballet flats and a good pair of jeans. Usually kick flares are usually Erin Lauder vibes. This outfit would pair beautifully with, what fragrance would this pair really nicely with? I feel like, in speaking the Erin language, I would pair this with Cedar Violet. I think just because the green tones on the lip, this always feels like my earthier option when it comes to Erin fragrances. But this is like, honestly, such a cute outfit and so good for like running errands. If I was going into London, this is just such a cute option to go shopping. I love the little bag, and you can see how this tone goes so nicely with the green. That's why I'm finding browns at the moment so good for styling neutrals, especially when you love green as much as I do, because it's got this little brown detailing here. You can obviously hoik up the sleeves when it gets a little bit, you know, milder in spring as well, but my goodness me. Love this, it's so cute. Now, you know I love a shirt dress, and I didn't want the sort of blousey look of the matching top, so I thought I'd put it with my Souster and Hicks shirt. You will notice this is not my Souster and Hicks shirt. This is actually from RAVE, but what I realised is that this is slightly off-white, and so I grabbed a shirt, it was too white. I haven't got my Souster and Hicks one here because I think it's being dry cleaned. But this works really well. It actually fits me on my shoulders really nicely. So this is a great option to turn this into a shirt dress. Now what I loved about this was when I wore it with the boots, it looked so cute. But imagine this with like a cropped, like mossy green jumper as well. This would be so lovely. I love it with the brown accessories. I think that is such a gorgeous touch. And also, you know, if you wanted to with a jumper, you could go for a cropped jacket and just a plain top underneath too. So there's options for this one. I love a shirt dress, okay? I am very, very partial to a shirt dress, and this one is a little bit more versatile, but I just loved this skirt when I put it on, and I really didn't think I was going to. I thought it was going to be too like frilly and girly, but when I tried it on, it was love, and I could not resist. So this is the cardigan. I've been trying to find my blue Emmy London Fiona. Are they the Fiona ones? But I think that they've been put away for summer. I reckon this could be like a little bit more fitted. It's just a little bit baggy, but I think if you were to wear this with jeans and a cute little white tee underneath, it would look very, very cute. I thought it would look nice with dresses like this too, as like something that's got a bit of botanicals, because if you don't know, I've got the jacket that goes with this, the matching like Giambattista Valli jacket that has flowers all over it, but it's more pinky, whereas this is obviously a bit more blue and white, which would be lovely for things like Chelsea Flower Show and that kind of thing to keep you warm. But yes, I will link this down below as well. Well, I thought I would try the jeans on, and my goodness me, I am very impressed, although accurate that I'm going to need to have them taken up just so that they suit me a little bit better. Well, you can let me know, but I feel like more of an ankle grazer would look nice, but I actually love the shape of these, and they are so flattering. So this is I think I got the 23 waist, and what they do is it really nips in at the waist. That's why I was looking at them thinking, oh my gosh, these are not going to fit. It really, really nips in much more than jeans usually do, and it creates a bit more of a shape, which I love. I also don't know whether it's just me, but I always prefer a button-up jean. I love the wash of these, and then I put it on with the little cardigan as well, and I feel like this is actually very cute. But I think, you'll have to tell me if I'm wrong, I think that the length makes me look short. You'll have to let me know though.
Right, I am heading to the stables now, and I am heading to attempt to do something on my own with Atlas that I haven't done yet. You'll know that my journey with Atlas at the moment is a journey of bravery, and I am learning to be brave around him. One of the things, I'm just going to tell you what I've been struggling with, is picking his back feet. I thought that maybe it was because I was still getting over the fact that I was kicked, but I can do it with Romeo, no problem. I can pick up Romeo's feet and I can do it, no issue. The thing that I'm realizing with Atlas is he has much bigger feet,
and in order to pick his back feet I have to almost support a large quantity of his weight, and it's not easy, and he often like moves his leg as well, which takes a lot of strength to then support him. I'm also worried about leading him without Romeo, like bringing him in without Romeo. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do both of those things, because I've realised that doing things at night worries me because I feel like I can't see, so it adds to things. So now that we're getting lighter in the evenings, I'm going to get there earlier, I'm going to be there without Claudia, and I'm going to try my best to be brave. So let's head to the stables and see how this goes. Well, I'm shaking and I could cry, but we did it. Hello! We did it! We did it! We did it! Well done us! Well done us! Well done us! Good morning everyone. I actually think that the pots might be my most favourite little vignette. It's a little bit higher, so I'm a little bit lower down in the frame, but I just think it looks so pretty. What you can hear, I think, is one of the farmers on the field, so if you hear the dogs going mad, that's why. I am also in full equestrian wear today. This is not supposed to be an equestrian channel, okay? But I do have a riding lesson today, and what I have realised is owning a horse is one way, and riding lessons is another way. So I actually get to feel quite clean when I go for my riding lessons, so I get to maybe look a little bit cuter, because I don't have to groom, I don't have to tack up, I literally turn up and I ride and I leave, and it's like zero mess pretty much. So I'm wearing a full, well, pretty much full Holland Cooper look. I've got my navy breeches on, and then I've got a navy half zip because spring is springing outside and it makes me feel very, very optimistic. So I have got my starter out of the fridge and I am about to do a discard and feed, ready to give this my first attempt on my own. So I thought I would do this with you because we're learning together. Yesterday was also momentous for me. I know it may not seem like it, but for me, very momentous. You know, I've gone and got Romeo from the fields before and things like that, but Atlas, when he first came, was a shock to me. So he was just so big, so sort of powerful, that having the guts to do that on my own, I've always done either them both together or with Claudia. And so it was really good for me to be able to do that, and just no pressure, which was lovely, really lovely. And then we had a good ride, a good canter around the school, and I'm going to be riding him again tomorrow and heading for a hack, which I'm really looking forward to. But first things first, a little bit of starter, I think. So please ignore the sounds of whatever is going on the farmers' fields. But this weather is glorious. It was so foggy this morning, and yet we have the most glorious weather. Oh my goodness me. The sweet sounds of farm life. The little bubbly goodness of my starter. I am now going to discard, and oh, it smells so good. So what I'm going to do is just an estimation of separating half of the starter into another one of these weck jars. So I've got a little porcelain spoon because metal isn't really good for sourdough because it's quite a sort of live, active thing. So I'm just going to estimate to about probably here for half. I'm going to put an elastic band on there so I know. I think that's about right. Yeah, right, let's do our thing. Oh gosh, this is going to be messy. I'm wondering if I can just pour it out, but I don't want to disrupt the yeast too much. We're almost there, to be honest. One more scoop, I reckon. And we are done. I'm going to clean it up as well. Now, as Charlie said in my video, you don't want to wash it too much down the sink. So wherever you can, just wipe it up and throw it away. But there's that one. And now I am going to feed the starter. We are now ready to feed again. So I've got my room temperature water and I have my strong white flour, scales. So I'm going to put 30 grams. Ah, there is my little porcelain spoon. I left it in here. Perfect. Leave that there. Tear. Voila. The final feed. Okay. Just get the excess off. So sticky. Now I'm going to move this little rubber band up to the point where the starter is currently sitting, just so I can see where it's at when I'm ready. See what I mean? Pop the lid on. And pop it on the side. Et voila! Et voila! Now I need to do the chickens. Well, my day could definitely take a turn for the worse right now. Just picked up my phone to a message from one of the ladies at the riding school being like, Lydia, Paddy is ready for you. Where are you? I put the time in at 15:45 for my lesson and the time was 13:45. That is why A, I'm not allowed to do my own diary, and B, my brain frustrates me so much. But what I've decided is even though I have been looking, look, I'm literally in my riding gear, ready to go. I have decided that I'm not going to let this ruin my day, even though I haven't had a riding lesson in weeks. And my next one isn't until so much later on in this month. Oh. I'm going to do the chickens and then I'm going to go to the garden centre because that's my other hobby and I'm not going to miss out on doing something for my hobby today. Or one of my hobbies. Let's go do the chickens. Come on, boys. Today is just too beautiful to let my mood be ruined. I'm sorry, I'm not letting it happen. So off to the garden centre, I need to pick up some like potting soil. I'm gonna do some seed searching as well. And I'm just gonna have a mooch around because it would be so silly for such a beautiful sunny day like today for me to just get annoyed at the fact that I wasn't organised enough and I was stupid and I missed my riding lesson. I get to ride tomorrow with Atlas, so all is not lost. So I'm in the car. Let's head to the garden centre. I don't know how much I'll show you. I'll probably just get around quite quickly, but who knows? We're going to see what we fancy buying. Especially whilst my sourdough starter does all of its thing, so I can start making the dough this evening as well. So, let's get going. Well, the sun is shining and we've got the usual back of the car haul. So, I thought I'd show you what I got. So I got one of these. This is a propagator lid, just so I can pop it over the top of seeds and things like that, just so that they're a bit more protected from mice. I am going all out with the seeds at the moment, so I've got dill, because I'm going to do some herbs in my greenhouse. Basil, sweet corn, mint too, pumpkin, more tomatoes, lettuce, parsley, basil, mint, parsley. Then I got a few garlic plugs just to pop in for the sake of it, because I've never done garlic before, so I thought I would do it. Baking powder, because we don't have any. Some white narcissi, because I will replace the snowdrops when they go over. So some of those for some little pots. Some more tete-a-tete to replace any that go over as well in the spring install. Spring onions. I've already got some, but this is just another little sowing. And this is for the planter on the where the sun loungers are. So a few little bowls of muscari. And hold on a minute, where am I? I need to rearrange, hold on. This could be very messy. I hope these stay up there. Oh dear. Because I need to get in my soil. One. 2. Goodness me. 3.
My lovely little garden basket, burrow, caddy thing is wonderfully good for. Let's load her up.
I'm a little bit of a learner driver with this still because it moves so well. It's a bit heavy now because it's got soil in it, but yeah, it's one of those things that is you need to learn how it maneuvers because it's got this like dingle dangle that moves and you're sort of like, wow, isn't that something? It's got like steering and everything.
Well,
my new propagator lid, I only bought the lid because I honestly, you know, they're not the best of looking things. So what I would prefer to do is to be able to put them over my little seed trays that I have like these. So I bought this one, they only had one left, but that's really good. A bit of a waste of space, but I'm sure I can get some pots under there and things like that as well. But really, really happy with that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my old bucket. I did have soil in another bucket, which is now being used in the hallway. So I'm going to decant some of my seed sowing compost into there. And I am going to try and at least get a few seeds in the ground. Okay. Absolutely criminal that I am in here on a Friday night and I do not have a glass of wine, but I'm enjoying the pink skies. Can you see? Can you see the pink skies? Oh, it is so pretty in here tonight. So I'm just enjoying what is here and I'm just going to get some seeds in the soil basically because I've got a few little extra places that I can throw some in, like on this one here, and then I'm going to get soil in this one. I'm also hardening off my sweet peas out here. So this is the second day that I've brought them out here. These are honestly like my bloody children. They are so sensitive. You can tell they're my sweet peas. Goodness me. So, grab my trowel. My little Dior trowel. Can't believe I've got a Dior trowel. I'm such a bloody nightmare. And I'm just gonna get it all in. Ugh. It is blooming lovely out here. Right, roaster. Right, I'm going to sow my pumpkin polar bear in those over there.
well, the dough is proving, and I am currently boiling some potatoes on the hob because Ali and I are going to recreate the wonderful, like, it was like picky bits that we had at, is it 45 Jermyn Street? We're having caviar
sour cream and potatoes for dinner, and honestly I am so excited about this. But I also wanted to show you something, because one of the colours that I have loved introducing into my kitchen for spring, and I feel like it really has elevated the spring decor, especially with all of the bulbs, is this. I ordered this from Dunelm because we go through oven gloves so quickly, and I saw this and I thought, that's really similar to a set of napkins that we've got, and I might actually get myself a tablecloth runner in the same colour, because it's at this time of year when things get really luscious and green, and when I put it there, it just felt like it brought a real sense of freshness into the kitchen, because we've got a little bit of like rich green there, and then the rich green over the kitchen hob. I think I definitely deserve a kitchen table runner in that colour as well, just to give it that real spring feel. But anyway, we ordered 3 of these because we go through them so quickly, and I thought this was such a good colour if you're wanting to just add touches of green along with the pots into your kitchen. I highly recommend. Okay, I am on my second stretch and fold. I think I'm finally getting a grasp of the fact that it's not a stretch and sweep, but I've wet my hands and I'm just gonna give it a good old work. Ooh, it's feeling very different now. So glad you can't see my face right now because the concentration is off the charts. Okay, that's that done. One more to go. Well, here is our attempt. I've had the caviar in the little ice bucket. We've got sour cream.
Like chives or something in there.
We didn't when we had it at...
It was just sour cream.
Yeah, it was just sour cream. Otherwise I would have done it. The chives are going fantastically in the garden, so we could do. But we've got the potatoes there. We have a special pearl spoon, which you should always serve caviar on. And this is what we're going to be having, which is a very bougie start to an evening that I don't think you're going to quite believe how it's going to go. But I am actually going to vlog this because I think it's going to be absolutely hilarious. But I'm going to a rave. So last week we promised Ken that we would go to his birthday rave. And I thought it'd be one of those things where we go, yeah, of course we're going, Ken, of course. And actually, he's blooming phoned us up tonight and he's like, so can't wait to see you at the rave. And we didn't even have tickets, so we bought some tickets. And the only problem is it is now 8:30. We have to get some food in our faces. I have to get ready because I've been in the garden and at the garden centre all day.
Just so you know, he doesn't expect us to be coming. He's not being genuine, he's joking when he's saying, I look forward to seeing you tonight. He doesn't think that you're going to go to the rave. It's going to be a lovely surprise.
Yes.
He wants you to go, but he's
got zero expectations.
His remark wasn't, it was said in a way that was like, I know that you're not coming.
No, but I know Ken, and I know that he's going to be reminding us because he knows that because we know that he would love for us to be there.
Yeah,
and I would love
if you were to say, where are you sticking your money? He would stick all of his money
on the fact that we're not going to go. That's true. So he's like not expecting us to be there. We also haven't told him that we're coming. We were like, oh, you know, I don't think we can make it, blah, blah, blah. Ali's got golf at silly o'clock in the morning, and this is a rave, so it like literally doesn't start until
like 10 PM. You know that you're in trouble.
I'm going for an all black outfit. So we are having the Cornish salted Bayrie. Let's go in with that.
Have you got 3 different types of caviar?
I did, yes. I got the starter pack.
Lovely. Okay. So the questions really we need to ask are, how buttery does it taste and how fishy? Anticipation. Is it fishy? Is it creamy and buttery? The caviar I can see is quite small. Really, really luxurious caviar is quite...
That's not fishy at all.
No?
No. Maybe I needed more.
I'm not saying this is 100% accurate because I know nothing about the depths of caviar.
No, but from what you understand is the smaller it is, the not
The ones that were like the really nice, creamy, sort of buttery caviars that tend to have a higher price tag are bigger.
Well, try it, my love. You're only
and they also tended to be more green in colour. This looks lovely though.
I've got to be honest, I can't even taste it.
Maybe you need 2 of these open, or all 3.
Maybe. I can get more out, it's no problem. They're just in the fridge. I'm not getting huge amounts of flavour from this one, I have to be honest.
Which is great for people that don't like fish.
Yeah, but why would you spend all that money to not get the flavour?
Better, looks better.
Okay.
So slightly bigger.
Oh yeah, and greener, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but nowhere near as green as what I was talking about. But you can see that's
Put down.
Slightly bigger.
Come on. We have all the time in the world. We've got Ken's birthday to get to.
That is so much better.
Okay, good to know. So we don't go for the other one. So we started
That is fishier, that is bigger, a bit more buttery. That is the Imperial Ossietra. That's better, isn't it? That's much more caviar. That's really friendly as well. I think lots of people would like that. That Cornish salted one was a little bit lackluster.
Yeah, I agree.
Hate to say it.
Started at the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen people just bosh caviar like this?
You two think you're getting caviar?
We love you.
You two think you're getting caviar? You've got to be joking me. I'd love to see a sausage dog versus sturgeon, see what happens. Look at that, even better still. That is, we've literally done it in my personal preference, favourite order. From worst to best. Look at that, a bit bigger, a bit lighter again. I'm very happy. See the slightly greener?
Yeah, I see it, I see it.
I think I know what I like in caviar well now.
I wish you could see what he's doing. He takes the last of the tin and licks around. He won't let me show you. I just want to show you that both of these tins have been licked clean. Bloody hell, my love, you put so much on. Are you joking?
2 at a time. Speed and agility. Ken's birthday.
Celebrating Ken's birthday with a big bump of caviar. Okay, I'm dressed. I'm going in all black like a ninja. And I have to do... Have you ever seen anything more juxtaposition than someone kneading their sourdough before heading to a rave? I actually can't cope with this. I'm going to try and take you with me as well, but I might get overstimulated. Wet hands, hold on. Okay. Oh, I'm getting good at this. Kneading my sourdough before heading to a rave, listening to jazz music, and drinking a Sancerre. Cover it over. Okay, leave it to prove on the side overnight. Perfectamundo. That I can do. Come on, Ali, we have to go.
How are you feeling? I really like the rules. I'm going to show you the rules. I like the fact that it says good vibes only. That's a big start. Yeah, I like that.
Very clearly in it.
Okay, onwards and upwards. Are you having a good time? Hey, back to your moves. Okay, are you ready?